Right, welcome back to Newsweek, where we discuss the biggest stories that made the headlines in the week. Now, candidate of the Labour Party, LP, the just concluded presidential election, Peter Obi, has announced that he won the poll and will explore all legal options to reclaim his mandate. He stated this at a press conference on Thursday in Abuja, his first media appearance after the declaration of a winner by the electoral umpire. Before commencing the briefing, Obi observed a 1-minute silence for all injured and deceased victims of the February 25th poll. He said the poll did not meet the minimum standard for a free and fair election, adding that the poll will go down as the most controversial election conducted in Nigeria. He reiterated that he and his running mate, Dati Baba Ahmed, remain committed to a new Nigeria. He also urged his followers not to be deterred by the outcome of the polls. Still with me to discuss this is Joy Bokwe, member of All Progressive Congress. And joining me via Zoom now is public policy analyst Babatunde Gundero. Welcome to the show, Babatunde.
Hello?
Good evening, Babatunde. Can you hear me?
Good evening, Baba. Yes, I can hear you now. Good evening.
All right. So what do you make of Peter Obi saying he won the poll and will explore all legal options to reclaim his mandate?
Okay, well, for me, I believe it's actually he has the right to say he wants to actually seek legal redress. Because one thing I know for sure in the electoral cycle is that election litigation is bound to occur at any point in time in the electoral process. But one thing again is also very important, which is that if you are contesting an election and you feel that the process is not probably free and fair, you have the right to seek for legal redress. But for what we've seen as far as that election is concerned, it was an election that was keenly contested for. We have an election whereby we have about 4 leading candidates having over more than 1 million votes. And even the winner of the election, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was able to score the required 25%, even in 30 states of the federation. We saw a situation whereby even the winner actually lost a strong goal in Lagos State. We saw a situation whereby even the party leader, the national party leader, lost Naira to Labour Party. We saw a situation whereby even Kaduna, where we have one of the major supporters of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu losing Kaduna to the person of Governor El-Rufai. We had a situation whereby even the DG of the campaign, in the person of Governor Lalone, also lost out to the opposition. So it's like I said, it's very important that I want to seek legal redress where you feel that you are not okay with the election. It is the normal occurrence in any Nigerian election.
All right, I'll come back to you, Baba, today. Let me get your view on how you think Peter Obi and his party performed in this election. How would you rate his performance?
Well, they tried. Because, I mean, the party has no structure anywhere. We have a structure that we have used for close to, since 2012. We started building this PC structure from CPC, ACN, and then other parties. That was when we came together. We called them legacy parties. We came together to form APC. 2013, 2014, and 2015 we came to power. This one LP just came. And like I said, religion played in the Muslim ticket. Now there was at least about 5 million votes shared among them and the other contestants. So we won. But my take is that the person in the second position said he won. But somebody that came to said he won. So maybe the court will decide that. I don't know what they have, that is pushing them to say this. Clearly, we saw the campaigns. We followed our principle in these campaigns, and we saw where he went to. Others, tried their best too. But like I said, religion, that Muslim ticket denied Achiwaju votes, even from Lagos here. And like I said, they said they're going to court. Achiwaju almost lost Lagos to the same thing. Religion. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened. It would never have happened. Well, religion played a role and dancing.
All right, and let me come back to you again, Babatunde. Are you there? Babatunde,
Yes,
are you there? All right, up next is governorship election.
Yeah.
How do you think INEC can get it right this time, that we may not have to have some parties going to court eventually? Like, it's more like all the time we have election, we just still have aggrieved parties going back to court. How do you think INEC should get this thing right this time around in this governorship election?
Yeah, well, what I think INEC should do basically is to go back to the drawing board where they had lapses, where people are actually complaining about this, especially in terms of electronic transfer of results from givers to the collection center or to the central database, as well as the IREV, the INEC result bill portal, where people are actually complaining that what INEC promised was that they're going to transfer the results of elections from the polling units down to the portal, and people can actually see on their websites. But they claim that they had challenges in terms of network issues and all. So what we want from them basically is for them to fix all those lapses before the next gubernatorial election. Once all those laws are fixed, then it's also going to give credibility to the election. But what we can actually say for now, INEC has actually tried their best, but I believe there's room for improvement. Because whether you like it or not, we can actually see that there's been a situation whereby the incidence of rigging across the federation has actually been reduced. And rigging as a strategy for politicians is now outdated. So for me, it's for INEC to go back to the drawing board. All the areas we've actually talked about in terms of not getting results across should be fixed. And if all those things are fixed, it's going to increase or enhance the credibility of the election coming forward.
All right, thank you very much, Babatunde. But right now, let's go to our final story for tonight. The Supreme Court has ordered that old 200, 500 and 1,000 Naira notes remain in circulation until December 31st, 2023. The Apex Court also nullified the federal government's Naira redesign policy, declaring it as an affront to the 1999 Constitution. Justice Emmanuel Agim, who read the lead judgment, held that the preliminary objections by the defendants are dismissed as the court has the jurisdiction to entertain the suit. The Apex Court further held that President Muhammad Buhari, in his broadcast, admitted that the policy is flawed with a lot of challenges. The court said the policy has led to some people engaging in trade by barter in this modern age in a bid to survive. The court added that the president's disobedience of the February 8 order is a sign of dictatorship. Well, still with me in the studio is Joy Bukwe, member of All Progressive Congress in the studio, and Babatunde Ogundiro is here with me via Zoom. Babatunde, let me also come to you. What do you make of the Supreme Court order on the old note and new Naira notes coexisting till December 31st?
Yes, for me, the judgment by the Supreme Court has actually, laid credence to the fact that the judiciary is actually the last bastion of hope for the common man or for the masses, because the Supreme Court has actually done what is needful. Because we are not saying that you shouldn't redesign the Naira notes or you shouldn't come up with a policy, because in the past we've actually had this kind of policy in the past, where we had to rechange or to redesign or to redominate the currency. But in the annals of the nation's political history, this is the first time we're experiencing an exercise that has brought about hardship, pain, confusion, rancor, apprehension, and even despondency. We've seen a lot of people even dying on the queues, all just because they want to collect their money from the bank. Secondly, we had a situation whereby Banks are being vandalized, banks are being burnt. Even the entire financial sector have lost over 100 billion naira due to this exercise. We are not saying they shouldn't do that, but we are saying that the timing of this particular policy is wrong, and the timing again is actually also very short. And now that the Supreme Court has actually come to the rescue of the common man to say until 31st of December 2023, I think that is the best thing that can ever happen to this country at this particular point in time. A lot of people in Nigeria are in pains. They're actually hurt. Their money is in the bank. They can't withdraw money. They are hungry and they are tired of this exercise. So for the Supreme Court to come to the rescue of the common man, I think that's the best thing that has ever happened at this particular point in time. And for Mr. Emefiele, the governor of Central Bank, I think it's high time he also find a way around this policy because a lot of Nigerians are suffering. And once again, we want to say thank you to the Supreme Court as a last bastion of hope to the common man. Thank you.
All right, Baba, today, let me come to you now, Joe Ibukwe. Would you say the government, the federal government, achieved its purpose of Naira redesign in terms of vote buying this election? Would you say it achieved this purpose?
The project was skewed to either to disenfranchise party supporters, especially APC. And we saw it. Who is in the central bank? Emefiele is from Abo in Delta State. UBA, owner is from that corridor. Senate Bank, owner is from that corridor. And then, of course, the Access Bank from that corridor. You know, it was a calculated attempt to stop APC by every means. And this sabotage caused a lot of issues in this country and touch all Nigerians. They just suffered Nigerians for nothing. The idea is to help their brother, who is the VP of a PDP. I mean, Okowa from Amo. That's the idea. And I saw it clearly. Emefiele was appointed by PDP. He stayed that network that was going. There was no need for it. All over the world, you need money to run elections. You design new notes. You allow you to run with the old notes until you withdraw the old notes completely. We discussed it here. It was a bad business.
It was a
badly, planned and executed at the wrong time, and subjected Nigerians to hardship, untold hardship.
Joe Ibukwe, let me just quickly get the final view of Babatunde on this matter. Briefly, we are out of time, Babatunde. Do you think we can ever go back to normal, looking at the fact that this Naira is still scarce up till now, even as the 200 Naira was even ordered by the president to be in circulation? We still do not have it till now. Do you think we can ever go back to normal, Babatunde? Okay, I think we lost him. All right, thank you very much for coming. Joe Ibukwe, also thank you for your contribution so far on the show on this topic. As well, thank you, viewers, for being part of the show. And that's our show for today. Remember, you can follow the conversation on our social media platforms at TVC News NG or on our website at tvcnews.tv. I am Jacinta Agochukwu. Until next week, it's goodbye.